Hello everybody, welcome to the Headless Horrors podcast, the post-show recap video for episode number 2, the Christmas special edition called Christmas of Horrors, which aired on Monday, the 26th of December 2016. We featured 3 movies, 2 of which were Christmas-themed movies, and another movie which wasn't. I have them right here so that I can show you the physical copies, which is what we do in these post-show recap videos. If you stumbled upon this video or you never heard about Headless Horrors, what Headless Horrors is, it is a podcast which airs every second Monday, so every 2 weeks on Monday, and it is a podcast which is strictly about horror movies from the 80s. Go to headlesshorrors.podbean.com. That's where you can stream or download the show. As I said, there's a new episode every 2 weeks on Monday. You can also check out the Facebook page, Frank's Headless Horrors. And I've got now a new Twitter page, Headless Horrors. I'm a bit of a late bloomer when it comes to Twitter. But since a lot of people use Twitter, I figured, why not? Let's just put up a Twitter page for the podcast. These videos are uploaded on the Beheaded official YouTube page. As I said, I come here, I bring the physical copies, I show you the physical copies, I speak a little bit about the artwork and about the presentation. And from today, I'm going to start something new. I'm going to start rating the movies which I would have featured on the podcast. Now, when it comes to ratings, most sites will rate movies out of a 5 or out of a 10. What I have decided to do is that since I pledged allegiance to the dark side a long time ago, I figured, you know what? Let's rate movies on a 666 rating. So the number of the beast all the way. And the way this is going to work is the first 6, I'm going to rate the actual movie. The second 6, I'm going to rate the presentation. That is the title of the movie, the artwork, the taglines, just an overall presentation rating. And the third 6 is going to go for the score. That is the soundtrack and the music related to the movie. Now, obviously, I don't really have time to listen to the entire soundtrack of each movie I watch. But if the music is impactful during the movie, if it's memorable, if it has a certain something special, that is what I will be rating the soundtrack on. So, let's get to the physical copies. The first one I have for you here is Christmas Evil, released on Arrow Video. I have this as a DVD, and as synonymous with most Arrow Video releases, the DVD releases, you can see the white thick border. And this is a movie also known as You Better Watch Out. You see the tagline over there, he'll slay you, and on the back, better watch out, better not cry, or you may die. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of this movie. It is a movie rated 15, so it's a bit lighter than most horror movies I've watched. But nonetheless, it's a bit of a cult movie. It's got a bit of a following, so I might get a bit of heat because I don't like this one that much. But anyway, Christmas Evil. Let's open this one up. It is a reversible sleeve, and that's the alternate artwork that is available on the other side. This one is more sort of in a traditional Christmassy style. And it reads, you have yourself a deadly little Christmas. Christmas Evil, the night he dropped in. This Christmas you better believe in Santa or he'll slay you. As with most Arrow Video releases, there's this postcard thingy with a bunch of artworks from other releases. Get the Nine Tails over there. And something collectors appreciate, especially if you're old school like me, the booklet. There's a booklet for Christmas Evil over there. And these are quite cool because aside from some pictures that they include from the movie, that's the infamous groping scene. The booklet also contains very cool information. Just information about the movie, things you can read through. So it's quite cool to have. Whenever I'm a sucker for booklets, man. Whether it's with movies, whether it's with video games, or whether it's with CDs or music, I just love having a booklet if that is available. It's a little extra which I really appreciate. So Christmas Evil, let's go with the 666 rating for this one. The first 6 is a movie. I'm gonna give it a 3, an average. It's a watchable movie overall, a good movie, but nothing over average for me. As for the presentation, I'm coming in with a 5. Because it is very well presented, and it's the type of movie, from the title, from the artwork, from the taglines, it does grab your curiosity. So I'm gonna come in with a 5 on that. As for the soundtrack, I'm gonna go with a 3. So a 3.53 rating out of 666 for Christmas Evil. The second movie I spoke about, Silent Night, Deadly Night. I'm not gonna sing that, but I did sing it on the podcast. So if you missed it, I suggest that you listen to it, because that's the only place you will listen to me singing Christmas tunes. You've made it through Halloween, now try and survive Christmas. That is the tagline on the back. Very, very cool. That's something that straight away grabs my attention. And on the front, he knows when you've been naughty. Silent Night, Deadly Night. Also an Arrow video release. This one is rated 18, not 15. This one, however, doesn't have the thick white border, but still a white box, a color synonymous with Arrow releases. On the inside, the postcard type thingy. Still don't know what this one is called exactly. I'm just gonna call it the postcard type thingy. And it's a reversible sleeve, and that's the alternate artwork. Now the presentation on this looks more almost like an Italian giallo from the 70s, or even something I would relate with Hammer horror. To me, this looks more like the artwork I would associate with Silent Night, Deadly Night, but still quite cool. Actually, let me just read through the taglines here. The movie that went too far, that so outraged Hollywood, the government, and parents everywhere. They tried to ban it. The movie so shocking, so disturbing. They didn't want you to see it in all its terrifying horror. Silent Night, Deadly Night. So let's go with the rating for this one. I'll give Silent Night, let's see, I'll give it a 4 when it comes to the movie. I'll give the overall presentation a 5, and I'm coming in with a 3 for the soundtrack. So that's my rating for Silent Night, Deadly Night. Now the last movie we spoke about, actually we spoke about this movie opening the podcast, but I have it on last on this video, is the movie Macabre. A movie by Lamberto Bava. And I forgot to mention in the podcast that this was the first movie Lamberto Bava directed fully by himself. And I love this movie, man. This is a fucked up, twisted movie with necrophilia in there, with even a bit of cannibalism. But this is a little masterpiece by Lamberto Bava. Macabre, also known as Frozen Terror, or Macabro, the original title. That's the back. I have this on VHS, by the way. That's the back of Macabre. The tagline here is Beyond Madness. I quite like this artwork. There's different artwork for this as well, but obviously I'm just gonna go on the one that I have for Macabre. And as for the rating, I'm gonna give it a 5 as far as the movie goes. I'm gonna give it a 5 as far as the overall presentation goes, and I'd say a 4 when it comes to the music, because there's nothing that particularly sticks out. So that's Macabre, and that brings this video to a close, the post-show recap video. I will be with you in around 2 weeks for episode number 3, and I hope you join me once again. Thanks everybody for listening to the show. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for supporting me and for supporting Headless Horrors. I will be seeing you in 2 weeks' time. Until then, my friends, take care and may the horror be with you.